Hi, I'm Jen, and welcome to Decorate the Soul. This week's thrift haul is going to seem a little premature, especially as I still have my fall decor up, but I do think it's really important to think ahead for those Christmas cocktail holiday parties you will be attending because you are a fancy person and you have fancy things to do with fancy friends. And finding the right dress to fit the occasion takes a little bit of time. And especially if you're shopping secondhand online, you need time for it to order, to check the fit, the whole thing. With that in mind, this thrift haul this week is a Christmas cocktail holiday party themed thrift haul. I specifically went looking for jewel tones. So if you're in the thrift store and you're looking for your own thrifted Christmas cocktail attire, my 2 cents is to go with jewel tones. You can't go wrong. You're going to hit the mark when it comes to a holiday party with those colors. And it's more fun to change it up instead of wearing the same like black dress, although I do have a black dress in here. With that being said, I have 12 dresses here, and I think what's really cool about a lot of these ones is that there are style names. They are available on resale sites in lots of different sizes, or I think that some of them, there's like a couple vintage pieces in here that I think maybe will get your juices flowing and in the keyword Goog search that you do. With that being said, welcome to the thrift haul. Like Taylor Swift and The Fate of Ophelia. Yeah. The girls who get it. The ones who don't. Okay, I'm very excited about this one. I know it's black, but just hold tight. I love black, actually. Let me just like clarify before I go any further. Love black. It's probably my favorite color. But when you're going for a holiday party, you want something that's a little bit more, I don't know, just the holidays feel like elegant. And I think that this is an elegant dress. So let me get there. There is this really pretty, there we go, cowl neck detail in the front, but really it's the party in the back. It is a Calvin Klein women's cowback sleeveless sheath dress is the style name. And it gets that from this like part right there. I think it's just a little bit more overstated than your typical career wear. Like I think a lot of Calvin Klein can be specifically designed for you to be wearing in a professional setting, but I think with this little backless, like little cutout here, I think that it just adds a little bit of something to it that makes it appropriate for a cocktail party. And you can't go wrong with black around the holidays. It's just like the end of the year, it's winter, it's cold. Black is a vibe. The next one I have is the Lulus Polished to Perfection Navy Blue Lace Midi Dress. This one's a size small. And what I like about this is that it is fully lined except for the sleeves. The sleeves are sheer, but it is more, it's a sheath dress, but I think that it's definitely not body fitted, like a fitted body con that makes it uncomfortable for you to move. It's a dark navy blue, but like without being too close to black. I think this is like a really good area for the holidays. It's I think it's kind of understated in a good way. It has a floral pattern to it, but it's not loud that makes it like feel like florals for spring. The brand calls this a midi dress, but I think it's more of like it reaches your knees or right above it. So I think that's a little misleading, but this is probably a very easy item to find on resale sites and probably even the thrift store too, because I've seen them a handful of times. I've sold them a handful of times. Okay, so this one I named because I couldn't find the style name for. I think it is definitely more of a vintage look. I named it the Hailey Logan by Adriana Papel blue satin V-neck sheath dress with this gorgeous ruffle detailing around the neckline that you can see that I've shoved in your face. It would best fit a size 8. I think this is like in junior sizing. It is a satin finish. It has a low V-neck in the back. Again, like I just said with blue, this color royal blue is like a really great color to end the year on. It's great fabric too. I think it like has a heavier look without being too heavy for the end of the year. You're still appropriate while being like a little bit of sexy with the deep V's, multiple V's because front and back. And I think that it might be easy to find similar styles. I'm sure there's tons of Hailey Logans just because people are trying to get rid of it. And I think you could probably get it for a steal too, if you want my opinion. This or similar styles by Hailey Logan, you could probably find pretty easily to fit your function. Okay, I was really excited when I found this next one. I had to name it as well. It is brand new with tags and it is a teal. It has like glitter, not actual glitter, but like almost like metallic glittery design in the dress. I couldn't find the style name, so I called it a Maggie London satin teal sheath dress. I am obsessed with this like faux bow detailing right there. It's not meant to be tied because I was trying to figure it out. And I also kind of think that you could probably turn this into a second wear, like a office fit, but I also just think it's so fancy with that bow. Teal is just a great color, and it's like a dark teal, which is probably a different color, but like I don't know what that color is. This one I definitely think you're going to find on resale sites. It is a Dress the Population Tiffany one shoulder midi dress in electric blue. This bow detailing, which you can see here, it is actual midi length, unlike that Lulus one that I talked about before, and it has like a lot of stretch. It has a slit in the back. It's I mean, I think I've overused the word elegant, but this is really like an elegant dress where it has like a little bit of pizzazz without being, there's no loudness. It's just like I'm a very sophisticated lady in my Dress the Population dress. I do think that it'll cost you a little bit more than, say, the Lulus, but I think that you'll still get it for a good fraction of the cost on resale sites. The one that I have is a size medium. Sticking with my blues, which is really funny because I actually did not organize this in color, but they're in color. Like, look at this. I mean, that could probably have gone there, but like, I didn't do that on purpose. That is really funny. This was completely at random. This is another Calvin Klein because, again, I think it's really easy to find Calvin Klein on resale sites or even when you're thrifting. Calvin Klein is almost a dime a dozen. If you're a thrifter to resell, I love selling Calvin Klein. I consider it a bread and butter. So if you are looking for a new style to pick up, these are pretty easy to you're not going to make a ton of money off of them, let's be real, but they move and people like them. So this is a Calvin Klein Keyhole royal blue sheath dress. It's a size 12. Again, I think it's a little bit more elevated than a typical Calvin Klein professional wear with the keyhole, the V-neck here, and this like it almost feels like a necklace there. This is really cute with like an updo. I see gold jewelry with this one because there's an exposed gold zipper back, so I think gold jewelry would do best with this. It's classy. She's classy. This is the Princess Polly Red Lovers Quarrel mini dress, and I think that this is perfect for Christmas specifically because of these bow detailings. Like, doesn't it remind you of the little bows on wreaths? I mean, red ribbon is everywhere at Christmas time. So I do think that this is a really great option. But what I also like about this dress is that you can double it and wear it again for Valentine's Day because like red and the sweetheart neckline, like sweetheart heart Valentine's Day. This one is a size 6 and I've seen this on Mercari in other sizes. So again, this is another one that I think that you might not find necessarily at the thrift haul, but you can find on resale sites. This is the Lulus Caterina red lace off the shoulder maxi dress, and it is a true maxi dress. It has a high slit on the left leg and it has like a flowier fit. There is like a floral pattern in the lace, but just like the other Lulus mini dress that I showed before in blue, it's not like a loud floral pattern that screams other times of the year. I think it's very specifically for this time of year. And even though it's a maxi dress, I think with the slit and the flowy overlay, I think that it makes itself available for cocktail parties. I have yet again another Lulus dress. Lulus is one of the easiest finds that I find in the thrift store, but also that I think that you can find on resale sites. So it feels like a no-brainer to go for a Lulus dress because you're gonna find it. I almost exclusively wear Lulus unless I've thrifted something specific for an event. If I need to find something secondhand, I usually go for Lulus. And here's my tip. Okay, so I go to the Lulus website, find things that I'm interested in, or I just do like a Google and like Lulus like burgundy dress. Find it because they don't take down things that they don't have available anymore. And then I go and look for it on a secondhand resale site. So that's my tip. I never buy directly from Lulus. So sorry, Lulus. But this is the Lulus Angel in Disguise burgundy lace skater dress. I think that this is a bit more of a modest look. It does have like a lower V, but I think with the flowy skirt, which is like a chiffon overlay, and this has like a crochet overlay. The sleeves are sheer. I think it fits more of a Christmas church concert, things like that, cocktail party, depending on your personal style. I also think it has like a little bit of a boho flair with the top crochet overlay. This one is new with tags, and it is a size small. And to the shock and awe of no one, another Lulu's dress. I didn't tie this well, so please just go with me for the ride. But this is the Lulus Moriah Emerald Green Satin Wrap Maxi dress. And again, like the Lulus Caterina dress, I think with the flowy overlay on top, it also has like a little of a boho vibe. It's not super upscale like a semi-formal, and I think that lends itself to a cocktail party while still giving you that length. I also like that because it's a wrap dress. Wrap dresses are great around the holidays because who is not stuffing their faces at a holiday cocktail party? I've yet to meet that person. So this gives you the opportunity to adjust while you're wearing it, run to the bathroom and fix that real quick, and still gives you a flowy, elegant flare. This is also new with tags, and it is a size medium. This was sold at Nordstrom when I went looking for it. It is a new with tags ASOS dress. It is a size 4. It is the ASOS 4 screen teal front pleated cami midi dress, which is like describing really great title name there, guys. It's just describing everything about the dress. There is like a belt here in the back, but it's not, it's more of just like for decoration. It's not actually cinching anything in, but I do think it has like a high waist. The pleats are beautiful. You're a Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree dress. It's a fancy Christmas tree dress. And what I absolutely saved for last, because it is not the least of them, is this Alex Evening Vintage Green. I don't think that's satin. It's more of like a chiffon overlay mini dress with like these beautiful puff sleeves. Now I'm going to come in a little bit closer so you can also see this rhinestone like buckle detail here. Some of the rhinestones are missing, but there's this really pretty iridescent to them that I don't think makes it super noticeable. And again, this is vintage. Not all the pieces are going to be there, but this dress is like one of a kind. And I think that's the cool thing about vintage is that you're going to stand out in those pieces. This I want to date is probably the 90s based on the puff sleeves, but also the mini skirt detailing with this like swoop here. The 90s are definitely having a comeback, obviously, but in more upscale ways. Like Sabrina Carpenter's wearing Bob Mackie everywhere. She's screaming the nanny in all of her outfits. So I think that this is a good piece that fits in with the current mood boards of the time. I don't think you can go wrong with a vintage dress like this. And let me just tell you something, that if I could fit into this and it zipped up all the way, it does not zip up on the way on me. This absolutely would become my personality. Like this would be my personality. There's no question about it. I would be everything about this dress. I want to say it is a size, it says it's a size 6. I think I might be a size 8. I think in today's day it would definitely better fit a true size 4. That's what I would say about this. But search terms I would use for this. Oh, did I even mention that the overlay here is like this I don't know what a brown purple color is called. Is that burgundy? But that's what's underneath the green fabric. So when it moves, I don't know if it's showing. It's kind of got like this multicolor look going on to it, but it does have like a 4 screen overlay. So again, this is a very Christmas tree. Put me at the top as the angel. So thank you for hanging out with me during my Christmas cocktail themed thrift haul of the week. I hope it got some of your juices flowing when it comes to finding outfits for your events. And I hope it also inspires you to shop secondhand as always. Like I said, a lot of these items I think are really easy to find on resale sites in your size, and you'll still fit your holiday theme party like right on there with that. If you do decide to go out thrifting for these items, I think my 2 cents is to look for those jewel tones like I pointed out earlier. You can't go wrong just, going through the rack and keeping very focused on those deep purples, those deep blues, the reds, the forest dark greens. I think that's how you can avoid like ending up like a St. Patrick's Day leprechaun if you're going for a green. You don't want too light of a green around Christmas. So, or maybe you do. Live your life. Who am I to judge? That's the whole fun part of fashion. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will see you next week with a brand new theme that I don't know what it is yet. So it's a surprise to both of us. Bye.